Mahila, the thing is that H, whether or not he's Arnold, and somehow the cutoff was that it was a dualistic thing. We know that he's the Joshua, which was native, and he represents the balance between the money and the spiritual. So the rift in the balance, because of heathen and everything, is the JWW. That's really what we're fighting. That's what I'm fighting, is the spirit of that JWW. It's not him. I love my uncle, but it's it's a hard thing. I mean, I don't remember anything about stuff that went down except that I wanted to see if he would turn green, and he said it hurt or something. And there's a lot of good there too. There's a lot of good. But something with the breakdown of the reality of the breakdown of the military, what they do, that it becomes so real that, like, physically, that it's like it can break someone down to that point where it would be such a burden to do anything. Why? Because that's looked at as that you're set, that what you did counts, that it's a for sure thing, and that there's honor in it. And to go multiple times, it like what that would do would be so horrible to someone. And the fact that, for me, I didn't have it mentally or physically. I think that the JWW had it mentally. He did. It was more like how he tried to balance it, they wouldn't allow. So I think that there was a cracking, is what I think. And that's really what the whole Pentagon and the 93 is. There was a cracking of it. And within that cracking, we have someone who U-turns information because gets so deep into it and feels it out completely, to the point that there has to be a reset, because he's conquering end times every time he does it, to the point that it's a complete flood. Now, whether that's without wife or with wife, I'm not sure, but I've noticed it. And then mine is more, I do that too, but it then it becomes a lash out, especially within the deals, because I've been getting killed. And my story has been overcoming fears and things. And I just like we're fighting that spirit. It's not JWW. He's not evil. It's what made him that way. That's what it is. Same thing with Z. It's not like, okay, well, things were said or not said, and, it turned out to be, what it was at 51 or whatever in the pit. And I just think it's spirits. Even with the enmity, it's spirits. I want to get this on record for me. For me. and for whoever's listening, that it's spiritual. It's what Grok said. He said it best. That these are spirits. It's not necessarily the person. So I just want to get it on record, man, for God and for whoever's listening. If Messiah or someone finds my channel, if anyone finds it, I mean, I just want you to know, like, the people that have caused the most pain, like, it's not their fault. It's the whole system fault. And I know that sounds ridiculous, like, well, we know that, but I just want to get it on record. Like, it really is that's what it is. And there's something to be said about the way the Native Americans organized, like, their fighting style. And I don't fully understand it or know it that well, but, like, I know that it's way different from West Point or the Citadel or Annapolis or Air Force or Coast Guard. And I'm just saying, like, it's, to feel like you're, to feel like you're helping your country. For me, I liked, I'll be honest with you. I like the way the uniform looks. Like, to me, there's a lot of patriotism within just, like, having on the uniform. Like, that's such nostalgia for me that, like, that's kind of my patriotism. Like, being in the desert or something, or in the jungle. Like, I don't know, like, I think it's cool. And having, like, a rank, like a insignia of, like, the training that you had done. It's not like, oh, I'm better, salute me. That's not how I looked at it. I looked at it as, like, no, I went to, like, jungle warfare. Like, we did this, like, crazy, like, stuff I would do at Hell Week with swimming. Like, I looked at it as training based. Like, we did this. It was really cool. It was different, We jumped out of the plane and then, like, surfboarded over to, I'm just, that's what it became when I went to California. But, like, do you see my thinking? Like, And then I thought the camaraderie, the team atmosphere, I thought, you know, I thought people that want to destroy our country, I was like, something's wrong with that. And for me, the 300 film really represented a lot of that for me. The film 300. And I didn't like the way they portrayed the Persians, but I liked the way they portrayed the Spartans. But not the baby scene, or how they treated Ephialtes. If I were Leonidas, I would have put Ephialtes in the very back with two other guys and been like, you guys have a flank with him in the middle. Like, like we need him, like he's, he knows the area. I don't know, man. I just like that's what it was for me. Like in the like the sergeants that I had, like the one hated being there. And then the second one went to cool training, like French, scuba or something. Like his was really cool that he did. And then like it showed because he ran out in front when we were doing a formation, and the other, like this first sergeant was like, man, what are you doing? Like, he got mad at him. And that's when I kind of knew, like, man, this is, like, I knew before then, but to seeing that, I was like, man, this really isn't cool at all. I'm like, man. And then I was with the first sergeant that had his eyes closed a little bit on the Humvee on the way to field training, and he was like saying that he wants to take all the hardest classes. He's like, I like the challenge. He's like, I like to do everything really hard. And that always stuck with me, that he said that. I don't know, it just, I don't know. They all could have been setups, and they were setting me up or something, or, Russian, Scarlett Johansson something. I don't know, but I'm just telling you how I felt about it. And I thought that there were cool things about it, but really I shouldn't have been there just because I didn't take ROTC in high school or Boy Scouts. That, I should have had a base of it all and known, like, okay, this is not really for me. Like, it's not really the cool aspect of it. The reality is, like, you're going to be standing there in formation and stuff. Like, I was all right with that. It's just, the monotony of it is, it's a lot. And I wasn't somebody who liked, like, Jack Nicholson in A Few Good Men. I didn't look at it that way. I looked at it, I looked at it for my family, a lot of it, because I was like, I'll be set and I can be on Wall Street or be an actor or whatever, and like just do the 5 and fly. But if I want to make it a career, I can do something that won't be like heavy action based, or maybe I will do action, but I'll do it right, is what I thought. I was deceived, man. I was deceived. And I didn't like the whole image of like sitting up real proper and all that, or standing up straight or whatever. I I molded myself to that image because my body was so crooked. I mean, man, I got to SCAD, and Alex was like, man, when you first got here, your body was like really, kind of messed up. That's what he said, man. And, I didn't look into the code of it or whatever, or listen to it in a different language. Just what he said. What he said, it wasn't hurtful because I knew that that was true. And I knew that the ART that I was getting was helping me a lot and making me more flexible, getting out all that stiffness and all that waste buildup from my whole life in my hips and in my leg that was screwed up from West Point. I put the blanket under my legs and slept with it with a bent leg. That was horrible. I mean, I had to go to physical therapy when I was there and do exercises, and that was a big stiff thing. And like the way they were doing the physical therapy, it was like it was stiff still. Like it wasn't it wasn't like you were getting fully flexible there. Like they did everything robotically. So the only thing that wasn't robotic was the swimming, you know. But we played weird games and shit, sticking their hands up their butts, and so I made my Speedo a thong, man. I was like, if they want to do all this, I'll see how they react to this. So, and that was weird, but that's like the stuff I used to do was like, it was like I was taking a stand. That's how I approach things. All right, I'll get off here. I'm all, look at this. Look at this, man. This is how it is, man. I was on Charleston, and then I took some turn, and now I'm over here. Road closed. Let's see what road this is. We'll end it with seeing what road this is. This looks like a parking lot. What is that? Here. Let me turn in here and we can see what this is. Here it is. Los Palomas Apartments. I guess that's where I am. All right, I'm gonna turn it around. Yeah, they got guys up there doing. This is a big job, man. Working on this bridge. They got him in the bucket truck. All right. Yeah. Oh, there's Boulder Station. Boulder Station. See, that's what it. Yeah, that's what. See, it's not Charleston. I kept going. That's what it was. I got off Charleston. But this Boulder, yeah, I like this road, Boulder. It's pretty cool, really. It goes through the whole. Um, Let me think. I guess it's the north, and Boulder goes through the north. Let me think. Northeast. It goes through the northeast. and into Henderson. So, and then like, where I live is like northwest, but Boulder can take you through the entire northeast and into Henderson. So it's pretty nice, really, to have that road. Um, all right, I'll get off here. Thank you.